Welcome back. War and displacement have forced many Yemeni women to seek other sources of income, prompting them to enter the labor market in unusual jobs due to loss of a breadwinner or the economic crisis. This report has more details.
On the outskirts of the city, at the very end of the street, Muhammad stands for long hours behind basic tools: a small pot, a gas cylinder, some bread, and a teapot, selling sandwiches to passers-by. She writes the story of tiring struggle in a homeland torn apart by war and displacement, striving to provide a decent income for her family after finding herself in a daily battle with household needs. What she sells barely covers a fraction of her daily expenses, but her determination is her only capital.
أشتغل هنا لأنه من الأوضاع حقنا يعني.
I started working because our situation has deteriorated. My husband was injured, and we don't get any pensions, so I was forced to work. Sometimes I earn 5,000 Yemeni riyals, sometimes 10 or 15. We thank God for everything. And instead of sitting around and doing nothing, I'm trying to find a source of income to support my family and provide for them.
Muhammad, the wife of a wounded war veteran, was driven to the streets by harsh living conditions and the absence of pensions for the wounded, searching for a dignified livelihood. Patience alone is no longer enough to bear the responsibility of a family consisting of an injured husband and children, especially after she was forced to leave her previous home and move with her family to a small place, lacking the most basic necessities. She was excluded from the World Food Programme's food rations list, leaving her with the impossible task of supporting her family.
إحنا ساكنين في الجوف.
We used to live in El Jouf, where we received food rations, but after we were displaced to Marib, they removed us from the list. They don't give us any more humanitarian assistance. Now we have nothing left, and we are struggling to pay the rent and get our basic needs.
Muhammad's story is not the only case, but rather a model of the suffering of hundreds of families of the wounded and displaced who find themselves outside any support system, paying the price of war twice, once through injury and again through neglect. In light of this harsh reality, there is an urgent need for immediate action, either through radical solutions that return people to their areas and end the war, or by providing adequate care that preserves their dignity and ensures them a life worthy of their sacrifices.